Okay, I know that I always say this. This is
The Final Percent.
the Final Percent podcast, and yes, I have little magic buttons that
The Final Percent.
can say really cool things, and I can't get enough of the buttons. But anyway, we have decided that we are actually going to come up with a schedule so that you can understand, hey, when are things happening with the Final Percent? What's going on with Greg? What's he up to? Where are we going to go from here? So kind of the plan of attack from here on out is going to be on Mondays, probably to be determined a little bit on the timing, but I would guess the timing is probably going to be hopefully early in the morning. I'm going to try to get them done on Sunday so that when you're going to work and you're trying to kind of get your mojo on for the week, you can actually listen to the Final Percent podcast, and hopefully it can get you into a very productive idea of, a very productive mindset of what you want to get accomplished, an idea of what you want to get accomplished, and kind of maybe some of the fuel to get you there. But here's the problem. I have said multiple times, hey, I'm gonna do once a week. Then I was gonna do one every day. And then I think it was over Thanksgiving, I had said, you know what, I'm gonna do a ton of podcasts. I'm going to schedule them. I'm going to do one every single day, and it's just going to be awesome. The problem is that life happens, and I wasn't able to hold myself accountable on those specific things. So here's what we've come up with. Here's what I'm going to stick to. I want you guys to help me hold me accountable. Say, hey, where's the episode? Why isn't it out? So here's what we're going to do. I want to start off the week, and I want Monday mornings, I want you guys to be able to hear a new episode of the Final Percent podcast, get super pumped and jazzed about life, business, whatever we're talking about, whatever things that we're going through. And I want you to get excited. I want you to get excited with me. And then on Fridays, we are also, and this one is going to be ready for your drive home. So hopefully, say like 9 a.m. on a Monday is kind of what we're going to be looking for, and then maybe 4 p.m. on Friday, so that you can actually maybe get excited about what's going to happen on the work week, and then maybe we're going to help you not make such bad decisions on the weekend, because we all know that sometimes you got to escape from reality, and we use the weekend improperly, and I want to help give you guys some ideas on things that work for me to get me out of that mindset, because I did the things that most people do where they're running away and they have to kind of take a vacation from their own life every weekend. Thank God it's Friday. And you've got some of the people out there in the motivational camp that is saying, oh, well, you don't want to ever live a life that you have to take a vacation from. That's just not reality. So I want to help you live a better life. I want to help you explore more. I want to help you get excited and everything, but you know what? Sometimes I'm a big proponent of the get to versus have to, and you know what? Sometimes you have to do stuff, and I love the fact that for the most part I'm able to create a company where everyone who comes there feels like they truly get to work there. When they wake up in the morning, they're a get to. Man, I get to work at a place like this. I get to work with these people. I get to work with these things. I get to do this for a living, but the get to comes from the have to, and you have to do things sometimes to build you into the person who gets to become the get to. So with that being said, I've got we're going to do 2 a week. That's what we're shooting for. And so hopefully that if we miss it, and I'm going to tell you right now, I do not want to miss it. I'm not going to miss it. But let's just say it happens. You're 4 o'clock rolls around on a Friday and you're going, hey, where's my episode? I want you to blow up my Instagram and just hold me hostage on social media. Because the whole point is to help people, and if I can't follow through on that, it doesn't really say a whole lot. So I'm really excited about that. And then the added bonus is on Hump Day, Wednesday, we want to add a YouTube video. And it's going to be completely different content, because one of the things that we have talked about is that everything seems to be syndicated in today's day and age. Everything, oh, I posted on Instagram and automatically goes to my Facebook and automatically goes to the new thing and automatically does this and automatically does that. And it's just like all of the content that anybody does is syndicated. So everything is everywhere and there's nothing really special. So the thing is on, if I think the podcast is going to truly be something special or say I have a guest speaker, or say I have this, that, and the other, then yeah, you know what? We might film it, and that's just going to be something that we add to the YouTube channel, but it's not going to be our quintessential post that we want to give you guys some real visual content, because we want to start kind of stepping out on this and exploring what a brand can be and should be, and we welcome any feedback. Now, let's talk about just kind of the idea behind the reason why I told you those things. One of the things, and I know that this isn't a prior podcast, but I use it a lot in the business consulting that I do for people, is if you think about it, if you're going to go watch a sports event, if you're going to watch the Broncos play, if you're going to watch Duke basketball play, if you're going to any of these things, let's say that Duke makes it to the national championship. Now, anybody out there who doesn't like Duke, you're wrong, but I still love you. Thanks for listening. But let's just say that we're going to go watch your favorite team play in the national championship, and we get excited, and all expenses paid trip. We get to the stadium, we order our hot dogs, we order our popcorn, we order everything that you could want at a sporting event. You're with your buddies, you got your beer or your soda, whatever you want. And you're really excited. All the players run out. They do the announcements and the lights come down and it's this big spectacle. But they forgot to put up the baskets. What kind of game is that? Are you going to be able to score if you don't know what your goals are? Are you going to be able to actually measure how and why you are getting better? Well, the answer is no. And so those are my goalposts for you guys as it pertains to my podcast brand and becoming something that you can depend on, becoming consistent, becoming something. And notice I'm saying this word becoming, and I know that this is another one of my big staples. You have to be before you can do. You have to do before you can have. So I want to become a resource for you. I want to become someone that you can depend on. And I want to become something that you really lean on to get great information so that it can make your life better, because you are going to go out there and do the doing part of it. Now, one of the things that happens with me is if I become a source of information and I can do more things with my podcast, then I can have a better brand. Yes, it helps me too. So let's help each other understand that the goals are super important. And those are my goals for the next phase of my social media and the next phase of the organizing of the Final Percent brand. And I love the story. I love where we're going. I love what we can be capable of. But unfortunately, we have not been able to do it because we're spread too thin. We didn't have the right goals because either they were way too big or way too small. And we had to define them. We had to focus them, just like we put up a basket. Now, cool, we have a basket. What if we forget to paint all the lines? Where are you shooting the shot from? Are you trying to shoot a half-court shot? Are you doing the Hail Mary? Is it a full-court shot? Are you at the free throw line? Are you shooting a three to try to just get a little bit extra on it? I mean, all of these things matter. So when I'm telling you, hey, these are my goals, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm also telling you, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Yes, I'm trying to explain the behind the scenes of why I'm building my brand, why I think that I can help, and I hope that you, as the consumer of this particular content, I hope that it truly helps you. I hope that you become more of it so that you can do more and then you can have more out of life. So with that being said, this has been the Final Percent podcast. And yes, I've got one of these.
The Final Percent.
The Final Percent is right. So thank you so much for listening. And I hope to see you again very soon. I hope you hear me often, maybe on, let's just say, Mondays and Fridays.